the Lone Star Showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets to write the late claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. They are focused on really being productive in the red zone here today. That's been a strength of theirs all season because they have the best running back potentially in school history. He is on pace to break the school single-season rushing touchdown record today. So when they get to the red zone, I expect them to feed him the ball, make sure that he can dominate at the line of scrimmage and get down in history with another rushing touchdown today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick cover. A pretty minimal gain on that return. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll run it. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running game.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Maybe a crease. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. From deep, it's Edwards. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for room, it's Edwards. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They give it back to him. He's past the marker. At the 45 on his way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Defense all over him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Using his feet. There he goes, at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Reed, the throw. Out wide right, it's Warren. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Reed. Escapes the pressure going right. And down he goes back to the 3. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. This quarterback part of their running game. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Now on the move. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. 4th down, Reed. Buying time to his right. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again. picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Arch Madness. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the play. Manning from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Lockett. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Cuts it upfield. It's Edwards. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, the ball carrier there was just hoping his speed was going to get him to the outside to turn the corner, but nothing working. Defense forces him out of bounds for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the end of the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Rolls right. Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have controlled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Trying to squeak through the pile. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quick give. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. He's changing the play. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. He's at the and he scores! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking for running room.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run him again. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Churns into the pile. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Arch to throw. Left side is Lockett. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to establish the run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Winston. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right side. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking at the end zone, making a huge play.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Get this drive going from the 17. Making the adjustment. Manning. Out wide left, it's Lockett. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Sets his feet. It's Manning. Got his man. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Rashad Downs going up top. Working that left side now. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Throwing Manning. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
They'll send the back in motion. To throw, Manning. Floats it out in space. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To the air, it's Manning. Picked off to stop the threat. Turns it on down the left side. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the Syracuse Orange.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Throwing Reed. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running behind that left side. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Looking for a deep man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Left side is Edwards. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Here's Reed to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got his man. Good, strong tackle.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Fires immediately. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Arch Madness. Buys time to his left. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Wingo. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. From the gun. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, that play just took a lot of time to develop. The longer the quarterback held on to the football, the longer the time that strong safety had to just think, you know what, I know I'm supposed to be back here covering, but I'm going to go get myself involved. And he shows you his speed as he was able to close the gap.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fighting off the defender. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's going to run it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Fights off a defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Might as well run him again. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Calls his own number. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Right side, it's Johnson. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Second and long here. Motion from the back. Reed, look out! Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. Scanning the field, it's Reed. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Reed to the air again. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Texas offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing, it'll be 2nd and 10. Run for the quarterback. Might have a chance. He's at the 50. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. This is a designed run. The offense coughs it up. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Makes his man miss. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Direct snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Powers through the defender. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they go back on top.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Here's the give off the left side. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Might as well give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field, see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Reed. Fires left. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. He wants a big play here late. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. On the move. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. 4th down, Manning. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that 4th down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
Handoff to the single running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Throwing Reed. Makes the grab. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away and complete.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Man, it's so nice to have guys like this who do the right thing. You have to understand the situation. Yards don't get me anything here. I don't need yards. I got to get points, but that time is ticking. Nice job stopping the clock, getting out of bounds.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Here's Manning to throw. Out wide right, it's Wingo. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to throw, it's Manning. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Here's Reed to throw. Out wide left, it's Alexander. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Run in the red zone, it's Edwards. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
From the gun on third down, Reed. He caught it. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. Reed rushes on, and he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Touchdown, Aggies. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. There he goes. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
Field is condensed, not a lot of room to work with here on 3rd and goal in overtime. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Then you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. On the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll take it himself. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Here's Arch to throw. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Third down here in overtime and some work to do. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Still looking. Just got rid of that one.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're not interested in extending the game. They want to win it, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his man on the RPO. That'll do it! A double overtime touchdown to walk it off!
Yeah, it's so nice to have guys out wide.